It's finally game day for those Kentucky fans trying to get the taste of that Michigan State loss out of their mouths. I know Carson and I are. The Cats are getting ready to host Loyola Maryland in Rupp Arena for a massive showdown between the Greyhounds and the Wildcats. Today, obviously, we're going to break down the game a little bit, but more we want to talk about some different aspects of this game. Some players could be missing. It could lead to some guys stepping up. We're going to talk about Malachi Moreno. We're going to talk about analytics and why I don't like them and get Carson's opinion on them. We're going to talk about all that on today's episode of the Wildcats Today Podcast. I'm your host, Andrija, Stefaniak, publisher over at Kentucky Wildcats on SI, joined as always by Carson Nash. Carson, it's Friday. Holidays are coming up. It's going to be a good weekend, I think.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. Saturday we got our own Friendsgiving coming up, for the UK Vandy game. So hopefully we get to enjoy that time with our friends and then watch a win. So really excited for this weekend. Hopefully the weather stays okay. It's not looking great right now. So I don't know there.
The weather outside is frightful, is what I've heard. But, I want to get straight into this analytic talk, Carson. So I love the movie Moneyball. I mean, we all do. Carson, you love Moneyball. Tell me, you can't look at me and tell me you don't love Moneyball.
Moneyball is the top 5 movie for me just because I love sports and I just love it.
If you haven't seen Moneyball, go watch Moneyball. You spend your Friday night doing that. Don't go do anything. Don't go drink Sprites. Watch Moneyball. Watch it. It's a great movie. But the whole principle of Moneyball and what they're trying to do is basically it's about the Oakland A's, and they don't have as much money as the other teams.
Yeah, they just lost Jason Giambi, Johnny Damon, all the studs that they had.
And they're trying to basically use different baseball metrics to build those players for cheaper, in essence. And the point of explaining this is, and obviously Kentucky didn't do that because they spent a boatload of money on this roster. But Coach Pope does love his analytics. And I get in fights with Mike all the time about analytics. I just don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like analytics. I get that they're a part of sports. I get that they're important. They're going to be here. And there are ways we can use them. But every time I have to sit here and have him be like, they're gonna go for 2 here because analytically it makes sense to go for it now rather than kicking 2 extra points. And I'm just like, I want to smack you. I want to smack you in the face. I don't like analytics. And listening to Coach Pope, Carson, say, well, our offensive metrics and analytics have Brandon Garrison as our second best player. And I'm going to say, well, the eyeballs say this. I mean, so there's going to be some folks saying, oh, Andrew, analytics, they are important. They're a part of the game. They're not going anywhere. I get it. I'm not fully knocking them. But I think that we do use them too much sometimes. Malachi Moreno needs to be starting for this basketball team. I'm sorry, but he does. Carson, am I wrong? What are your thoughts on analytics?
100%. And I think it's absolutely wild that BG is our highest analytically offensive player. I mean, for me, it's analytics are like a bad girlfriend, right? You love them until they start to lie to you, and then it seems like it's lying to me because I just don't see it with BG being our best offensive guy right now. That's crazy.
I mean, but I'm serious about this. I mean, I'm kidding. I'm making jokes about analytics. I mean, I'm joking and I'm not joking, but I am serious. Does anybody here listening to this right now, does anybody in the world believe that Brandon Garrison has played better all around basketball than Malachi Moreno? And I get what Pope's saying. He's not saying he's playing all around better basketball. He's saying that his offensive metrics, I don't get how. You know what I mean? And I mean, if you pull up this team and you pull up the stats, Malachi Moreno has been pretty darn good. I mean, he's shooting 58% from the field. Garrison's shooting a higher percentage. He's shooting 76%. So Garrison's been more efficient, but he's not shooting the ball that much. I mean, he's not doing much on offense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like if I hide in the corner and shoot 2 threes a game and make one of them pretty much every game and make 2 of them here and there, yeah, my numbers are going to look pretty damn good. So, and I'm not, obviously Coach Pope has a much deeper understanding of the analytics than you and I do. I get that. And I get there's going to be some folks who disagree with me on this. I think sometimes we get too cute with it. That's all I'm saying. I miss the days when of the eyeball test. Mm-hmm. The eyeball test is a real thing. And right now, Malachi Moreno's passing and Brandon Garrison is not passing it. Yeah. And I think it's time for that change to happen. I mean, you called for that change before the Michigan State game, and then Brandon Garrison goes out and struggles.
For me, I think tonight, there's not much to take away from this game. They're 308th in net. Like, they're not very good at all. Oh, yeah. But for me, I would love to see us kind of switch up some lineup looks and stop doing mass substitutions. Your guys that are going to play the higher minutes, like, quit doing mass substitution. I think it messes up the flow within our team. I think you need to find 8 guys that are going to go out there and give it their all. And then if other guys start to get better and start producing, then you put them in. But I think like 8 guys right now, and you just roll with those.
No, I'm in agreement there. Another thing I'm excited to see tonight, and I can already tell you, Mike is going to comment and explain fully what he's talking about with the 2-point conversion, and it's going to be the most nerdy thing ever. So you just wait for that. Just wait. But
what were you
he's
saying
not wrong.
yesterday?
For the record, he's What was that?
What were you saying about yesterday about people in sports?
I don't remember. What was I
Get
saying?
nerds out of sports.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just that stuff. Now, what's funny about it is like what Mike's talking about. He's correct. He's not wrong, but it just is like, yeah. It bothers me. And every time when I hear the analytics say, I just swear I'm a big dumb idiot.
The TV says BG can't chew gum and walk at the same time, so I don't know what the analytics are saying.
Yeah, that's a good thing. He does some things in the court where you just go, what? Another thing I'm excited to see tonight, Carson. I don't think Mo Diabate is going to play. It sounds like he didn't practice yesterday. There's no reason to play him out there tonight. I don't think he's going to play. I think we're going to see some more Andrija Jelavic tonight, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see 22 minutes, 24 minutes of Jelavic this evening. I think that it's going to be. There's a text from Jared. If you want to go read that, I think it's going to be a game where he kind of finally shines. I think it's going to happen tonight. I think you could see him put up 12 to 15 points and give you 7 or 8 rebounds tonight. I'm excited to see him in a larger role, assuming Mo Diabate's not out there. It sounds like he avoided anything crazy injury-wise. He should be back good to go before our next big game, which is the second against North Carolina. Mm-hmm. But I'm excited to see Jelavic in the expanded role, Carson.
Yeah, me too. I'm super excited. Like we were talking about in the Michigan State game, Mo had like 4 open 3-pointers, and I would be excited to see Jelavic in that role. You're telling me he gets 4 wide open looks set and can put a shot up? I feel pretty good about those chances, even though he hasn't started off great from 3. But for me, I'm also a little disappointed Mo isn't playing, because I think there would have been a fun little storyline to watch within the game. Their best player. Let me try to read this name. This is This is going to be fun. Jacob Theodosio. That might be right. That might be wrong.
Definitely not right.
Don't hold me to that. But he's shooting a whopping 12% from 3.
On 4 attempts a game, too.
Yeah, on 4 attempts a game. So him and Mo D, I wish we would have gotten a 3-point contest out of those two. They would have built the White House there at Rupp Arena.
Well, you know what you're doing right now. You know what's going to happen now.
Yeah, now he's going to go for 40.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that can happen, and we're showing him by 25. But still, that dude, I'm going to bookmark it right now, and you all can bookmark it. That kid's making 4 3-pointers tonight.
Oh yeah, they're making more than they normally make. That's just what it is.
as a team. But so yeah, the front court tonight. I'm excited to see Jelavic out there more. I'm hoping we get to see Malachi out there running. I'm not to keep reiterating to beat the same dead horse, but Carson, I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. I love how like Malachi Moreno comes in the game and the first thing he does is skies for a rebound, and you see him just go up. I mean, the dude's 7'10". He just goes up and grabs the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great rebounder, and there's room for Moreno to improve. I'm not saying he's just elite basketball player right now,
but I
think
thing,
he's our best
Andy.
rebounder.
My thing is like you see his upside. Like you can see his upside visibly on the court. Why wouldn't you just want to run out there with your freshman and let him work through his failures? Like let him fail on the court. That will only make him better. He's going to end up being, I feel like he's going to be a Nick Richards for us, like a big time player down the line. So why not let him fail first and let him see what it's like to go through that? And I mean, for me, it's like, yeah, you paid BG all this money. You promised him to come back and play, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Play your best guys. You're at Kentucky. Play your best guys.
What does Coach Rick Voss have to say?
The better player's going to play, period.
Yeah, the best player's going to play. That's another one. If y'all haven't seen Division III Football's Finest, go watch that one. It's horrible. Like, don't watch it with like –
Don't show your kids.
Don't show your kids that one. But it's really funny. It's it's kind of like a Borat. Like
yeah, it is like Borat a little bit.
My house entry, please.
Whoa,
but from the guards tonight, Carson, it's like I don't have as much I want to see from the guards. I mean, I'm going to keep begging to see Otega-Oweh play well. But the funny thing about it is in these games, his efficiency has been pretty solid. I mean,
it's because in these games, there's no physicality from the other team.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't know what we're going to learn. Yeah. Otega could go for 21 points tonight, and I'm not going to. Yeah. I'll feel the same I did today. I've got to see him do it against a good basketball team.
Yeah. I think for me, everything is now I want to see it against a good basketball team because we've seen it all against bad basketball teams. Like we look great. And we even did it against Purdue. We looked great against Purdue. We've seen us look good. It's just we can't put it together against these in these big games.
Yeah, and I mean you've got two, pretty back-to-back easier games coming up against Loyola Maryland, Tennessee Tech, and then so you got two more games before the Tar Heels.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this way, Carson. Like I said, we got two games. We got Tennessee Tech. We're going for the year sweep of them in football and basketball. And we got Loyola Maryland this evening.
Mm-hmm.
Two basketball games before Caleb Wilson and those Tar Heels come to Lexington.
Mm-hmm.
What can we do? And I'm nothing's going to give us confidence like, we're but what would you like to see us just improve on as a team in these two ball games? Nothing that's going to convince the fans like we're back. You know what I mean? It's not like that, but what would give you maybe a little confidence that this team has found something that will rub off against a good team? What do you think?
I think a definite change in effort. I think the effort is the biggest key. I want to see full-on effort from here on out. Like more, none of this, none of the Otega admitting that he hasn't given full effort in the postgame. Like I think that's crazy to me. Like saying, oh yeah, that starts with me. I need to give more effort. Like why haven't we been doing that? That's the first thing. That's a controllable. And then I would like to see us look a little sharper on offense. I think some of the stuff we've been running has been a little loose, and I would like to tighten that up a little bit. And I think we're kind of holding the ball a little bit. We're not passing as much as we did last year and finding that extra guy for an easier shot. It's more of hero basketball when you're going to the lane and you're not kicking it out for that extra three. You're putting up the layup instead. So I'd like to see more of that. And I think if those things start to happen, you start to see this team start progressing.
You shouldn't have brought up the Otega effort thing because now I'm off on a tangent. That was a mistake. I love Otega. He's a guy that I've been able to interview, not one-on-one. It was at that campus. Chill. I mean, he's just a good dude, man. I love Otega-Oweh. But I'm going to say this. That is the worst quote. And I don't care. He might he might not have meant what he said. And I believe that a little bit. But I mean, also if you watch him play, but my point is, you're a kid that's trying to get yourself to be an NBA draft pick. You're trying to prove I can be an NBA player, right? If I'm an NBA GM and or scout, and I come across that quote, it's like they talked about back in the day with baseball scouts. I mean, your name's crossed off the list immediately. You're done. I'm not drafting you in the second round if you're playing in the Madison Square Garden against a ranked Michigan State team, elite Hall of Famer Tom Izzo, and you're telling me I got to get more effort. Otega, dude, come on, man.
What happens when he's drafted and then he gets to go up against the Thunder and it's Shea he gets to go against? It ain't gonna be sweet then. You're gonna have to give effort.
That's what I'm saying. That's just a quote. I'll be honest with you, and I guess I'm trying to see the best in Otega. I don't think he meant what he said. You know what I mean? I think he was just looking for something like, I'm not been playing well. What do I say? You know what I mean? And
I don't think he meant it like, oh, I'm not giving effort. I think he means it as in I'm going to start giving the most possible effort. I can.
But
I don't know. I think he wants to get better. I think he knows what's wrong. I can see that. I think it's starting to. They're down right now for sure. All the guys are. They know that they've had 2 bad losses. They know that the effort hasn't been there. They know the chemistry's down. I think we're going to start to right the ship and come together.
Yeah. I mean, we have to. We don't have a choice. You know, I mean, this is the time. You got 2 games against not great opponents. You got to go and pick up these W's. You got to for honestly, these should be confidence builders for these players, not for Big Blue Nation, not for Carson and I, it should be confidence builders for this basketball team. And then you finally get a big-time ball game at home. North Carolina is going to come to Lexington. Let's see. Are they going to keep moving up? Guess who they play soon?
Who?
Michigan State.
Oh, wow. So that'll be good. We'll get to see what that looks like.
They play them on the 27th. That'll be interesting. Is that in East Lansing? No, I don't think so. That was in Florida. But how are you going to feel if North Carolina just beats the brakes off of Michigan State?
I won't feel great, but at the same time, it's basketball, and I feel like teams change weekly. So I won't be too scared going into that game because I think we've played some awful basketball, and I think we're only going to get better. We're at the bottom, and we got to work ourselves up to get to the top. And this team hasn't even started to hit their potential.
Guess who North Carolina plays the game after they play us?
Who?
Georgetown.
Oh, wow. They're playing our schedule pretty much.
Yeah, we got some connections here, folks.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to ask you a kind of bigger question about the remaining non-conference schedule for us. So obviously we have 4 more, I would call them marquee games. Okay, so we've got North Carolina, we've got Gonzaga, we've got Indiana, and we've got St. John's. 4 games that that are going to be tough ones. 2 are at home. Indiana and North Carolina are at home in front of our arena crowd. The St. John's game is in Atlanta. The Gonzaga game is in Nashville. So you should have 2 pretty good crowds at those games as well.
Mm-hmm.
What record in those 4 basketball games for you, Carson, would right the ship heading into SEC play, would make us feel better?
3-1. I think 3-1 in those games would make me feel better because I think that includes Indiana, North Carolina, and then either St. John's or what was the other one?
Gonzaga.
Yeah. I think 3-1 is the way to go because you need to beat 3 of these teams. You've already lost 2 games, 1 to Louisville, 1 to Michigan State. You need to at least be even in these games, I think. To look good going into the SEC season. And if you can do that, I mean, you have 3 losses going into SEC play. You're fine there. I think you're fine there. And then you're building up to SEC play. Hopefully by then, JQ's back. Lowe hopefully is back. And you're starting to progress a little bit. Oh,
speaking of Lowe, that's a good point to bring up. I did like Coach Pope's comments. The way that Coach Pope, over his tenure so far in Lexington, has explained injuries, I think that he always like, we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think that him saying day to day means that Lowe. Now, I'll tell you this. I mean, there's still concerns with Lowe. If he pops that thing out one more time, they're having that surgery. I'm just telling you. And this is what Carson and I kind of explained. I mean, he could play through this. There's going to be some pain. He's going to have a brace on because he's got to keep that thing in there. But if he's able to keep it in place, he can play and then have the surgery in the offseason. So, and that's what I was kind of hoping, but it's a pain tolerance thing. If he's in a ton of pain and can't play, if he's playing at 70%, is it even worth having him out there? So we're going to kind of see. But, yeah, I think you're going to see him against North Carolina. And I was not expecting that. That was not the vibes. The previous update about Lowe from Pope, I did not feel well about seeing him back on the floor. So that is exciting to me. But, yeah, I mean, to get back to what you were saying, I think there's, different narratives you can spin different ways. If let's just say, I think this would be the best way to go about it. I think if let's say you beat North Carolina, you lose to Gonzaga, you beat Indiana, and you beat St. John's, right? You do that. I think that we're going to feel a little bit better. I think we're going to feel a little bit better about ourselves because Indiana, I think there's a chance Indiana comes into Upper Arena ranked. They really haven't played anybody. Alabama A&M, Marquette, Milwaukee, Incarnate Word, shout out Calzada, and Lindenwood. So they haven't really played anybody. They play Kansas State on Tuesday. That'll be a good one. And then they play Louisville, Penn State, and Minnesota before they play us. So they'll be a little more tested before they come to see us. They win a couple of those games, they could be ranked. So my point being, if you right the ship and you finish 3-1 in these last 4 ball games, and you head into SEC play with 3 losses, and this will be you're getting healthy, Lowe's getting healthy, you're getting JQ back on the floor. Hopefully, guys like Cam Williams and Jelavic are starting to shoot the ball better and play better. If all of this can happen, I will feel a lot better going into SEC play. But if you go 1-3 or 0-4 in these games, I think 2-2 I wouldn't love, but I'd be like, okay, we got a couple good wins. Let's get into SEC play and let's figure this thing out and let's get rolling.
Yeah.
3-1, I would love. I'm not sitting here saying I feel great that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I would love it. But 1-3 and 0-4, Carson, and we're smashing panic before SEC play even starts.
Oh, 1,000%. If you lose to Indiana, or North Carolina at home, I think both of those would be a bad loss.
Yeah. I mean, North Carolina is good, but
it's at home. You're supposed to be better. I mean, you should win that game. And same with Indiana.
It does stink that that's a 9:30 tip, though.
Yeah.
On a Tuesday night in Rupp Arena. It's like, gosh, man. Whoever's got tickets, we need you. 5-hour energy, something, espresso shot, something.
I'll be there.
Oh, you'll be there? You'll be there?
Oh, I'll be there.
Yeah, I will.
Front row Joe, double fist and cold Sprites.
Yeah, on a Tuesday. Oh, yeah, well, okay.
Hey, it's UNC at home. When's the last time that's happened?
That's a good point. So anything else you want to see tonight? We talked about it. We want to see Malachi Moreno play more minutes. We want to see Jelavic play well. And even if Mo D plays, which I do not see happening, they'd probably only play him a handful of minutes, but I do not think he's going to play. So you're going to see more Jelavic.
Which this is the Jelavic game. If you're Jelavic, you take over this game. I need you to have 15 points at least. And you need to make a name for yourself because we want you at the 4. We need you at the 4 because we need to spread this offense out.
It would, to me, and I remember sitting there and you and I had said this to ourselves, or we were talking about this when we were at the Burl on Tuesday night against Michigan State. And obviously Mo D hadn't hit the broadside of the barn from 3 all game, but there was one kind of in the second half where he had an open 3, and I'm talking a wide open 3. And he passed up on it and tried to take it to the rim. I don't remember what ended up happening on that possession. But I remember we looked at each other and said, like, you know who nails that? Andrew Carr.
Yeah.
Like, I think in this system, you need a 4 He was a serious threat from three.
Yeah.
And Mo Diabate is far from that.
Mhm.
I think that I was talking about this with Pat Ball after the game. That 46%, man, that was fool's gold. I mean, and we knew the shot was ugly.
Yeah.
It's almost gotten uglier.
I think so too. Same with Ortega. Tell me why Ortega and Modi have looked like they've gotten worse jump shots since last year.
I don't know, but I'm with you. So, yeah, I mean, I think if Jelavic – because think about his, folks. Jelavic playing good defense. I think he's been pretty solid defensively. He's
I think so
too. On the boards.
Yeah.
If he can get his offensive game going, it's going to be hard to keep him off the floor. It just is.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, yeah, this is a big game for him. I want to see him go through 2 for 5 from 3 tonight, or 3 for 5 from 3 tonight. I want to see him score 15 points, bring down 8 boards, get 3 assists, fill up a stat sheet tonight, kid.
Yeah.
Keep pushing this narrative for us that we want Yelly out there.
Yelly and Malachi, both of those guys. Let's see domination tonight.
Yeah. And then is there anything in particular that you want to see from the backcourt tonight?
I just think moving the ball around. I think we're just a little stagnant on offense. I think we're trying a little too much hero ball, dribbling way too much. I mean, if you notice from last year to this year, we dribble way more than we did ever last year. We were always swinging the rock around last year. So I think more of that and less hero ball would be what I want to see.
Yeah.
Now it won't impact the game because we're still going to win, but like going towards bigger games, I want to see more continued success on offense.
Yeah. I am in agreement. So, I mean, we'll see. Leave y'all's thoughts on – I want to hear everybody's thoughts in the comments. Leave your thoughts on the quote from Coach Pope about Garrison. I now want to pull that up before we call it a night, because it makes me so angry that we're sitting here pulling the Brian Kelly, having these same conversations, but I just don't. I'm not gonna be able to find it quick enough. Oh, maybe I did. No, it didn't. Oh, here it is. Mark Pope. Brandon Garrison is the second most efficient offensive player on the team, but acknowledges he didn't have his best showing. So what? Who's number one? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But I just sometimes I think we get too cute with analytics and they lead to making poor decisions.
Yeah, BG's 2. I have no idea who number 1 is. Is it Walker Horn?
Yeah. No, he's got to nail a 3 sooner than later.
I need it tonight, baby. We need a Walker Horn 3-pointer tonight.
That will get me going. Me going. So I want to see. That's all we want to see tonight. Mm-hmm. So leave y'all's thoughts on all this in the comments. We want to have some conversations. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. We're getting some subscribers lately. We appreciate that. We're growing, so keep helping us out with that. Anything else, Carson, before we get out of here?
Yeah, you want to tell the people what Jared's bringing to Friendsgiving?
I don't.
He might have changed it.
I haven't seen. Is it in the
Yeah, he's gonna bring dessert. He signed up for dessert and said desert.
What's the rule on that? Like, you want seconds, so there's 2 S's or something like that?
Yeah. I was like, you might need to bring some water for your desert.
There you go. Hashtag Liz. All right. Hit that. Dang. Hit that subscribe button for us, folks. If you haven't, we'd appreciate that. Hope everyone enjoys the ball game tonight. Big football game tomorrow. Want to take down Mr. Pavia. Get bowl eligible. Be a fun one. We'll be watching that. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time right here on the Wildcats Today Podcast.